real life shits, success stories, and anything between seconds. This is your channel for open conversations through different lenses. You're tuned into What's in My Kit. Hello, guys and girls. My name is Kit, and welcome to the second episode of What's in My Kit. All right, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are still safe and sound in the comfort of your home. We are now on the 7th, or I guess 8th week of the quarantine. Just a little more patience and we'll get back to normal again. That's for sure. We just really need to flatten the curve of the virus. So please stay at home and observe social distancing. And of course, please take care of each other. That's really important. All right, so today we are going to talk about something that is very timely considering what's happening around us right now. You know, with all the quarantine and pandemic that we have to bear, I guess this topic is something that we should be talking about and maybe would require us to reflect or would help us reflect on the things that matter to us. But before we dive into the discussion, I'd just like to say thank you so much to all those who listened to the first episode of my channel. Yeah. I receive a lot of sweet messages and feedback from my friends, and that means a lot to me, I swear. And especially to all my friends from Cultural Center of the Philippines. Yeah, my CCP peeps. Hello to you guys. Shout out to Dixie, Abby, Diane, VJ, JM, Hans, and Jay. Hello to you guys. Please keep on listening and supporting. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, let's just like what I mentioned earlier. Today we are going to talk about something that's very timely. And I'm talking about living our lives based on our own timeline. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to it because of the imposed community quarantine to most part of the Philippines, especially in Luzon. And that forced us to cancel all our plans. Wedding plans, graduations are canceled, family gatherings are not allowed. And I am very sure that 2 or 3 months ago, we were all looking forward to it. We were all so excited to see our family, to spend quality time with them, to marry our 7-year girlfriend. And we just got no choice in this time of unease, or else we would end up dead. And of course, we don't want that. Right? And just so you know, guys, this episode is also very personal to me because I'm about to share a personal story. I also have my fair share of those canceled plans because today is supposed to be my graduation. And just like what I mentioned in the first episode, I've been in college for more than a decade now. It's actually I'm now on my 11th year, to be exact. And graduation is canceled. So, to be honest, when I woke up this morning, I was feeling kind of low or weird. I couldn't really describe what exactly I was feeling upon waking up, but I was trying to imagine a different kind of day. I mean, today would have been different if there's really no pandemic, right? But I have to face the reality. My graduation is canceled. So, to give you the whole picture of my story, I actually started college back in 2009. My first university was Adamson University, and I stayed there from 2009 until the first quarter of 2012. And those years were one of the most fun times in my college life because the people I met there are still my friends until now. And I'm really happy about that. It just so happened that they finished college on time and I did not. But it's fine. It's really fine. I will tell you why in later in this episode. So, in the third year of my college in Adamson, my parents separated. So nobody took care of my expenses and tuition in school. Though I was already working for a theater company back then to support my daily school expenses, but nobody took care of my tuition fee. So everything got crazy. I moved out because somebody offered help, but that also turned out bad. So I moved back to our house in 2012, and from 2012 to 2016 I was out of school. And what I did during those years was I took some jobs to sustain my needs, my financial needs. And when I got a high paying full-time job in 2016, that's when I entertained again the idea of finishing my degree. I'm sure some of you can relate to having that feeling of finishing an unfinished plan or business. And in my case, that was college. It kept on lingering. The idea of having a degree and allowing you to apply for the jobs you've always wanted, because I remember my opportunities back then was so narrow because of one reason: I don't have a degree. And sadly, that's how it works in the Philippines. It's the system. It's how the system is built. Okay, so going back, I would say I was really lucky when I talked to my bosses about the idea of going back to school while working, because they were very supportive. When I got the signal from them to push for my plans, I processed all the papers needed and then transferred to another school, which was Letran. It's a school inside Intramuros, and to be honest, I was romanticizing everything because I thought a new beginning requires a new environment, so I transferred. I also lived or rented a dorm like 2 blocks away from my school so that I can avoid long travel every day, because my work is located in Makati and I live in Parañaque while Letran is located in Manila. Imagine, you would have to commute in 3 cities every day. And that would be crazy if I did that. So I rented a dorm. Okay, now, so when started classes, I remember I start my day by coming to work at 8 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. And I stay in the office until 5 or 6 in the morning, depending on the load of work we had. And right after my shift, I would travel back to my dorm to just take a quick nap. And then wake up at least 15 minutes before my first class starts. Literally, I would just take a quick shower, wear my uniform, and then run going to Letran. And my classes usually end at around 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Then I go back to my dorm again, rest, and wake up at around 6 or 7 because I need to be in the office by 8. So that became a routine from Monday to Friday for 3 semesters. And unfortunately, for no apparent reason, after 3 semesters, I got burnt out. I was feeling really low. I don't know, maybe I got depressed. I really cannot say that because I didn't see a doctor to have my mental health tested. But everything just got messy. I left school and work at the same time, both at the same time. I went on a wall, and to be honest, I'm not really proud of sharing that. But, for the sake of sharing my story, I did. I was literally a bum from the second or third quarter of 2017 until the third quarter of 2018. I got no money, I got no job, I was out of school. I even had bank debt because of my credit card. I lose my insurance because I had no money to pay the monthly fee, and I would also ask money from my family, which was really unfortunate, right? Because I had all the chances of, I had all the means of supporting my school and all my financial needs, but just because of my crazy decision, because of that bad decision, I lost everything. And it took me more than a year to get back up and realign again my plans. So in November 2018, I went back to school, but Letran didn't allow me to continue my course because of K to 12. We were, unfortunately, my batch in Letran was the last batch taking up the old curriculum. So if you stop, then go back again after a sem. Either you would take all the subjects by yourself, which will require you a lot of money, or go back in first year again, which I couldn't afford because I'm too old to go back to first year again. So what I did was I looked for a college, and fortunately, there's a city college here in Parañaque that allowed me continue from where I was in college and considered all the subjects I took. So there, and now to fast track the story, I'm done with OJT, I'm done with my thesis, I'm done with all the subjects. I'm literally just waiting for my graduation, but it got canceled. Yeah, it got canceled. Which was really, it's just really funny because I worked hard for it for more than a decade, and I thought everything was running smoothly, but then the pandemic happened. Maybe it's the universe way of telling me that, hey, it's not the right time and you need a little more patience. But why am I sharing this story? I'm telling this story because I'd like to tell those people who are going through the same kind of experience to trust your own timeline. You may be feeling frustrated or low right now because your plans got postponed or canceled, whether it's your wedding, your graduation, your promotion, or your family gathering you have been planning for the entire year. It's really okay. I'm sure there are people out there who even feel worse. Some of you may be having a hard time accepting the fact that currently you're not where you wanted to be, as if you are left behind or missing out because your family and friends are doing great things in life, like traveling abroad, getting promotions, enjoying things they've always wanted to do, while you remain stationary at the starting line and still in the bottom. And because of that, you start to get insecure. I remember myself way back when I was an undergrad and trying my luck to be accepted for a job that requires a bachelor degree and had always been rejected. Yeah, for how many times? The disappointment and insecurity I felt every time I was turned down almost ate me alive. But that's okay. It's okay to feel that way because those are emotions and they are valid. What is not okay is when you focus on those negative emotions and embrace them and let it drive your ride. Because the truth is, everyone feels like this from time to time. Everyone. However, why are we feeling these negative emotions? The fear of missing out, insecurity, losing hope. It's because we only see the facade of the lives of those people we look up to. We're just really seeing the highlights of their lives. See those curated pictures they upload on Facebook or Instagram? Those are just the highlights of their lives. We don't really see the sadness they go through or struggles they have to bear every day. We just keep on comparing our lives to other people based on how they've created a picture perfect life on social media. And it's just a small chunk of their lives. These things you are focusing on only allows you to see the highs and not their lows, which doesn't make sense or doesn't make any good at all, because gradually it will make you lose your morale and confidence to yourself. And if you keep doing that, you will lose your focus on your priorities or goals. And that's we don't want to happen. So you really need to be laser focused on your plans and dreams. And you can only do that if you change your perspective, if you change how you look at things, and of course, be resilient. Just like how I mentioned it during the first episode of my channel. Because it's gonna be hard. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard. There will be a lot of confusions, self-doubts, and major decisions that would need to be made very wisely. And also, there's no readily available template or sort of structure in reaching your goals or creating your career or making your dreams possible. You really have to start from a clean slate, and mind you, everyone has their own unique templates. So you gotta make one for yourself. Again, it's gonna be hard, but it's okay. You just have to keep on thriving, be wise, and be resilient. I remember today they released the results of the bar exam, which took place last year in November. And this morning, I read online that this law student, well, she's now a lawyer. Congrats to you, Miss Banjola. Her name is Donna Faya Banjola, and she is from San Beda, Alabang. She placed fourth on her second try in the bar exam. Yep, you heard me right. On her second try because she flunked on her first try. So, see what chances did to her. I'm sure when she flunked, she kept the faith and she probably reviewed all her reading materials again and took another chance of passing the bar exam. But she just didn't pass the exam. She did it with flying colors. So it's really about timing. It's really about timing. If it's meant to be and if it's your time, then things will happen. You just have to trust your timeline, do the work, and let life unfold as it should. It's always like that because it's the process of life. And right now, while you are listening to me, at this very moment, I am telling you that you are where you are meant to be. Because you own your journey. You are on your own journey. So now, forget about those social media accounts you follow because you thought they are the pinnacles of success. Success is relative, and you just gotta make your own success. You don't align your own success to other people's success. Because if you do that, you would just keep comparing yourself and you would lose your track. And that's what we don't want. There we go, you heard the bell again. That means it's the end of the episode. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this topic resonates to you. And if you have any comments or reactions to whatever I said, just let me know. My YouTube account has a comment section. Leave your message there. Just make sure you are not vulgar. Let's keep the decency of the conversation, of course. And if you guys are my friends, feel free to shoot me a message. I would love to hear your feedback and your take on this topic. And what else? Allow me to take this chance also, speaking of chances, to congratulate myself because finally I am graduating from college. Yeah, after 11 years. That's one hell of a ride for sure. And I'm just really happy right now, though there is no ceremony taking place. I'm still happy that I am now a college graduate. So that's it. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Kit, and you are listening to What's in My Kit. I'm signing off. Ciao.